There's a healthy glow to my skin. I don't like this. I don't like it. It's not who I am. Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks after a second straight 2-3 week. See what difference it makes when my kitty misses? My kitty, did you see the picture I had her with her face down? I'm an insane cat person. I'm an insane, sober cat person. When did this... After that, Daddy has come back to earth with a 16-14 record for technically winning against the spread at 53%. Or simply put, if you were betting $100 a pop on Daddy's picks, you would have won $1,600 and lost $1,400 plus 140 juice and be swimming in $60. That is a big handle at Jameson, and you can give $5 to the Indian fuck for opening an hour early for you. Is it about whiskey? At any rate, where would you blow all that money, sit down, Luby? On week 7, of course, and these 4 picks. Let's get to it. They say a side effect of not drinking is you crave sugar. No, I act more insane now because I'm going to do something I never do. Garrett, tell me the one team I never pick unless I have to. Tell me, Garrett.
The Liberty.
No, that's the WNBA. What's the line on them? The Liberty doesn't give a fuck. Elena Deladon can suck my dick. No, she can't. She's in the WNBA. She has her own dick to suck. All right, that's a freebie. That wasn't even in there. I'm betting the Chargers. I'm doing it. The Chargers are getting 2 from the Titans in Tennessee. Now, I'm not sure if anyone remembers this, but the Chargers last year, I'm telling you, were tied for the most wins in the AFC last year. They had a dozen. You probably forgot that because they were in the same division as the Chiefs, who won it with just as many wins, even though the Chargers actually beat that same Chiefs team in KC last season. So why are the Chargers underdogs in this one? Because they're playing the equivalent of a 10 a.m. game, an early morning game in Tennessee. But even that is not as exhausting as being able to sleep in to play yet another game in your home stadium in front of an opposing crowd. That is breaking this team. Don't kid yourself. When the Chargers leave LA at this point, they're not going on the road. They're going on vacation. Don't worry about them having to get up at what is 10 a.m. to them because they will be at the stadium 2 hours early to go to an actual NFL stadium that is filled with fans that are there to see the home team play. And why? I don't know why anyone's going to be out seeing the home team play because I have no idea why you'd want to watch the Titans or a mess. They just replaced quarterback Marcus Mariota, a guy that won the Heisman in 2014, Garrett, at Oregon with Ryan Tannehill, a guy that was a wide receiver in Texas in 2010. I'm not saying this team is a major disaster, but they may want to change their name to the Titanic. See what I did? I added an ick, which is what this team makes you say after Titan. Because whether you're watching the Titans or the Titanic, you're wasting 3 hours watching a sinking ship. I am taking my Chargers and the 2 points I'm getting. My next pick, the Lions are getting 2 from the Vikings in Detroit. I have long said that poor calls are a part of the game, but what happened to the Lions on Monday night is a black eye to the NFL, and you can bet they're going to make sure it doesn't happen again. The only thing you're less likely to see than a flag on the field during this broadcast is hearing the word fag during it. Not like there was any difference Monday night, because every time you saw a flag, Detroit was getting fucked in the ass. That's what fags do. All right, but Geno, did you see how good Kirk Cousins looked the past 2 weeks? Yeah. And with that win over the Eagles last week, he is now 7-28. That's a fact. Against teams with a winning record. And right now, the 2-2-1 Lions should be that. A team with a winning record at 3-1-1. And that means there's a 20% chance of Cousins beating the team. So you can think you'll have a third straight great game, or just realize that 35 games prove the fact that Cousins is the gambling equivalent of that crazy ex. You keep saying last week is the last time that she is, I'm going to let that disaster screw me. And then she shows up the next week hotter than ever and fucks you again. Take Detroit in the 2 points you're getting. I cannot waste enough money on this game. My next pick, the Eagles are getting 3 from the Cowboys in Dallas. Hey, want to know the weakest part of the Eagles game? It's their cornerbacks. Want to know who won't be playing on Sunday? Amari Cooper. At least he shouldn't be, because if they rest him this week, he has a bye next week and gets 3 weeks off. And without Cooper to open up the field, or with him hobbling up and down it, the Philly D will be able to contain Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Meanwhile, I think the Eagles are still a very good team. And there's a 53% chance I'm right about that if you saw the intro. Thank you. Sure, they have 3 losses, but 2 were because of a drop pass, and last week they faced our crazy ex and Kirk Cousins. And what may be, and what dreams may come. What may be the most telling, now that we have 6 weeks of NFL behind us, you can see they opened up 3-0 against who? The Giants, the Redskins, and the Dolphins. Teams that are combined 3-14, and have since gone 0-3 against the Saints, Packers, and Jets, who are 10-2, and the Jets. Because while everyone was watching Dak Prescott get healthy off terrible teams the first 3 weeks, they didn't realize how unhealthy his offensive line had become. Not only will they have no downfield game without Cooper, they will be going without a healthy left tackle, Tyron Smith, who I wouldn't be surprised if you've heard of, because he's the best offensive lineman in the game. And I'm not saying going from him to his backup, Cameron Fleming, is a big difference, but the last time a guy was looking at a drop that big was New York. I'm not talking about the Jets or the Giants. I mean the guys in the towers on 9/11. Take a leap of faith and go with the Birds. You like that? They were jumpers. By the way, we're using a picture of Trinity St. Clair for the Birds, so I'm going to open with Berg's line. You ready? Trinity! See what we did there? Which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday night. I faded myself on this last week, but there was a point to it. The Patriots are giving 9.5 to the Jets at MetLife Stadium. The Jets came back to life last week against Dallas, but that may very well have been the one. I got to start drinking again. I'm going to watch you deep throat that Jameson bottle. I'm going to be fucking handling myself. I'm going to be like, oh. But beating Dallas last week may have been the worst thing for the Jets, because there is a huge difference between the aforementioned Cowboys, who, if we can sit down, Garrett, package the stat from the last story in an even more sobering way. I can't do anything in a more sobering way. This is ridiculous. I wrote sobering in capitals so I'd know to do that riff. The only thing, want to hear it in a more sobering way? Garrett, you ready for this? Steve, you ready? The Cowboys have yet to beat a team with a single win. A single win. The Giants, who was the opening week, they were winless. The fucking Redskins and fucking Dolphins should be winless, but the Redskins tanked that game. Did you see that? There's a big difference between playing them and a number 1 ranked Patriots defense who is on 10 days rest. Watch as the Patriots and Bill Belichick remind Sam Darnold that the big difference between playing in college and the pros is once you get to the pros, you actually have to study. And that is what the Patriots defense has done the past 9 days, watching tape of Sam Darnold in a fantasy fucking sandlot. I should write it down. Against the fucking terrible Cowboys team where every play you called to Le'Veon Bell, Jermaine Crowder, and Richie Anderson always worked. Welcome back to reality, Sam, because this Monday night you'll remember that black guys are the last place you go if you need something to work. That is just flat out racist. That's racist. Brady puts up big points with Julian Edelman. Oh, it's over here. Take the Pats. Lay the 9.5. Daddy don't care. Those are Geno's picks.